The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, I'm Sabrina Brown. Thank you for joining us. The Grand Bahama Shipyard is celebrating a significant milestone. The ship repair facility is observing the 10th anniversary of its apprenticeship program. It is viewed as a holistic program that provides technical training and promotes the development of skilled workers through its partnership with the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute. Megan Shepard reports.
Chairman and CEO of the Grand Bahama Shipyard, Carl Rothkirch, beaming with pride as the Ship Care Facilities Apprenticeship Program celebrates its 10th anniversary. Rothkirch says the shipyard was recently touted as one of the leading ship repair facilities in the world, and this, he notes, presents several benefits for the island of Grand Bahama.
Since its inception in the year 2000, the impact of the shipyard on the community of Grand Bahama has increased steadily. It's today an employer that gives work, direct and indirect, to more than 2,600 people on the island. We intend to continue to grow, and with this growth comes an increased number of people who in one way or another will gain from our activities.
Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Dr. Michael Darville, commending the GB Shipyard and its partner BTPI for their contributions to training the young people on the island. Minister Darville says this training complements the island in many ways.
I wish to thank the Grand Bahama Shipyard for their contribution to the growth and development of Grand Bahama. I understand that at present, the Grand Bahama Shipyard employs some 300 Bahamians on a permanent basis and some 233 others on a temporary basis. We had an excellent discussion about that today, and we intend to increase our workforce at the Grand Bahama Shipyard. I'm also amazed how they remain committed to training and offering employment opportunities to the residents of Grand Bahama through their highly recognized apprenticeship program at the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute.
He adds that training is a priority for the Ministry of Grand Bahama and says he believes this apprenticeship program is second to none. He commends the graduates for their commitment to excellence and challenged them to continue on this path of development.
It is my understanding that 5 graduates of this program have completed 4 years of classroom instruction in subjects such as welding, mechanical engineering, fabrication, pipe fitting, electrical engineering, mechanical machining, physics, chemistry, applied mathematics, English, and have had to maintain a grade point average above 75%, while at the same time receiving hands-on training at the various shipyard departments and have contributed a minimum of 40 hours of community service throughout Grand Bahama. Vincent, Trevon, Rashid, and Antonesia and Theo, I tip my hat off to you.
The graduates will now enter the workforce at the Grand Bahama Shipyard. Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
The Grand Bahama Shipyard is considered one of the most significant ship care facilities in the world. As the nation's leader toured the facility this past Friday, he said complex industries on Grand Bahama require technical expertise at the highest level. The nation's chief said the educational system must pay attention to technical areas and encourage students to pursue careers in these lucrative sectors.
Being able to have in our school, right, people who are able to understand mathematics, English, and communication, that's fundamental and that's basic. But also to recognize that there are some people in our schools with incredible talent, incredible ability, and once they have the basic math and the basic their technical ability leads them into positions where they're gifted, and the company will be able to find those gifts and develop those gifts for them.
He says parents should also be informed of the opportunities available in the industrial sector on Grand Bahama.
Parents must see that this is a permanent job. They must see that this is a job that they could encourage their children in all respects to be a part of. And I think it's important for parents to recognize that sometimes it might take a seasonal job to get their child into, and once they have this opportunity, because you might say, man, I'm only going to work 7 months and I'm not going to do that. But it might be an area that your child is particularly gifted to. And I'm sure if they came in here on a seasonal basis, this company is going to recognize if they're gifted.
Members of the Bahamas Public Services Union will be led by a familiar face for the next 3 years. During elections held on Friday, John Pinder was elected to serve a 5th term in office as president of the BPSU. Some 2,000 public servants reportedly went to the polls. Pinder and the We Care team secured 60% of the votes in what he calls a landslide victory over Grand Bahama's Alexander Burrows and Nassau's Kenneth Christie. Pinder says in the midst of economic challenges, his administration was able to secure a suitable industrial contract for members, including a lump sum payment during his last term. He says as his administration works to secure additional benefits for members, a housing program ranks high on the agenda. The bishop of a local church says he is sick and tired of the country's national D average, so he's doing something about it. He has brought in millions of dollars worth of school supplies. This initiative, dubbed Operation Help and Hope, is expected to touch every child in both the public and private sectors. Shashina Roll has the story.
It's an investment of over $6 million in education, and that number is increasing even as I speak. The man behind the vision, Bishop Godfrey Williams, says over 200,000 educational supplies will be delivered to every school on Grand Bahama, and many more trailers are on the way.
Hasn't the Lord been good? Well, sugar, man. I'm telling you, it has only just begun.
Those words by the charismatic and popular Bishop Godfrey Williams of Jubilee Cathedral only begins to sum up how he feels about this investment in education and the youth on this island. With the help of international partners, Williams is bringing supplies by the trailer loads. Bishop Williams says this is a serious attempt to bring about a change in the national grade average.
What I envision is to see a smart board in every classroom, from kindergarten school, to see an iPad in every child's hand. We want to see the state-of-the-art computer. We already have someone right now and identify someone who is like a Steve Jobs, who is willing to come down and actually teach computer engineering and all of that.
When he says he wants no excuses when it comes to improving the national average, he means that. Williams says for students who may have a challenge getting to school, he has a solution for that as well.
I'm arranging some for even those kids who perhaps does not have transportation. We're trying to bring in a trailer bicycles. So if they can't get to school, they ride to school. They ride their bicycle to school. We want to make sure that no child will be left behind.
He says a trailer is on the way with over 6,000 school uniforms. But Bishop Williams realizes that school supplies alone may not fix the problem. He says Grand Bahama's economy remains stagnant, and he knows that there are some parents who may be having a hard time providing meals for their children. Bishop Williams says they are also bringing in trailers of food as well.
We are bringing in trailers of groceries so that they have no excuse in terms of learning. Listen, I am so excited. All of my kids are out of school right now, but I believe that the Lord has opened my eyes and have given me this vision in terms of helping.
Now, an initiative like this one comes at a great financial cost. According to the bishop, bringing just one trailer filled with goods can amount to $5,000. Well, get this, 16 more trailers are on the way, and they're filled with bicycles, laptops, and other educational items. Shashina Roll, ZNS Network News.
This important notice from the Ministry for Grand Bahama. The ministry would like to advise the general public that the Ministry of Finance, Department of Inland Revenue, has relocated to the second floor of the Harold de Gregory building. You can reach the Inland Revenue Department by calling 352-8525 through 7, extension 8489 or 8485. Stay with us. There's more news after this.
Bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. A local financial institution is celebrating a major milestone, and tonight we take a look at the significance of the operations in the Grand Bahama community. The Grand Bahama Cooperative Credit Union pulling out all the stops to show its appreciation to the local community in observance of its 34th anniversary. General Manager Pauline Burrows says the financial institution is proud to have served Grand Bahama for more than 3 decades, and she says they will continue to assist in any way possible.
We know it's hurricane season, and we know Freeport Power is hitting us with the light bills. So what we're doing, we go through the membership list and we call them in, come in and get an extension if that can help you for that month. That's what we're doing. We're doing loan promotions to assist with the hurricane preparedness and whatever it is, financial counseling, whatever it is to keep our members going.
Operations Supervisor Kimberly Russell says 34 years is a significant milestone, and the Grand Bahama Cooperative Credit Union will continue its mandate to help Bahamians secure their financial future.
We as Grand Bahama Credit Union offer free financial counseling, and we offer debt consolidation loans to our members, any means in which we can help to improve the quality of their lives. We understand that a lot of persons have reduced income. Maybe there's just one person working in the home, but that doesn't mean that your bill stops, because you and I both know the bills go on and on, but you still need to find a way in order to balance that. We want to be able to help our members, and we even offer this financial counseling to the community at large.
The Cooperative Credit Union operates on the premise of people helping people. Despite economic challenges, Chairman of the Board, Kaylisa Simmons, says the organization remains focused and will continue to reach out to the Grand Bahama community.
We welcome our members to come in and we assist them with all of their needs: education, medical, purchasing a car, purchasing property, and sometimes you just need a little helping hand, and we try to make the process as simple, as quick as we possibly can. And so we are that friendly neighbor credit union. We are here in Grand Bahama for the mainstay.
It is designed to recognize the best in the local business community. The Grand Bahama Chamber of Commerce is gearing up for its annual Red Carpet event, the 5th Annual Business Excellence Award. Chamber officials are appealing to the public to take part in this venture and nominate the company of their choice. The award honors those businesses and individuals for conducting good business within the community. Committee member H. Rudy Sawyer.
We look forward to the community of Grand Bahama making nominations of businesses so that we could actually have the committee that will have, and we're putting that together, who will actually decide who the winners will be. So that will come, but the nominations will have to come from the community. And that is really the greatest part of this whole thing.
Sawyer says this year's Excellence Award comes at a time when Grand Bahama is about to celebrate a significant milestone.
Next year is going to make 60 years for the creation of Freeport as a city. And it's amazing. Are there any businesses that have been around for 60 years besides the Grand Bahama, Port Authority? You will be surprised. We are certainly looking forward to celebrating that, but we also realize that before Freeport, there was a Grand Bahama, and there have been businesses and exciting businesses on the island of Grand Bahama even before the Grand Bahama Port Authority started the city of Freeport. So yes, we are looking forward. The committee is really in the midst of it all. We are being excited.
The Business Excellence Award will be held at the Regency Theater on October 25th at 7:30 p.m. In other news, it has become a global phenomenon as many countries around the world are getting involved in the Go Green campaign. It is an initiative that takes special steps to protect the environment, the land, water, and the air we breathe. Local schools throughout the Northern Islands are signing on to this initiative to become more eco-friendly. Bishop Michael Eldon's Science Club has gotten involved. Club President Sidney Seymour.
Going green is important for all of us because whether we realize it or not, all the resources we have will not always be here. So it's important that we keep our environment clean, and it's all our responsibility. We would like to limit the amount of litter we have on campus. At school, that is typically a problem. We'd like to limit that along with our energy. We'd like to lower our bill and just turn off lights and fans when it's not necessary. And also we hope to start a native garden with native Bahamian plants.
Science teacher Chang B. Silem says that the school is in its first stage of the program. Bishop Michael Eldon is encouraging other schools to become a part of this initiative.
To become an eco school, you have to have 7 steps. You have to follow the 7 steps, and right now we're starting with our first step and we're moving on until the end of the year. We'll get the green flag, which is an accomplishment if you become an eco school. And it is very important if we are able to do this together as a community and throughout the entire island, because like what Sydney said, our president of the Science Club, it's going to impact a lot of things around us. Like we can cut down on the energy cost, we can help preserve our natural resources, and in the long run it's going to be beneficial to everyone in the world.
They were looking for a deal, and a sweet deal is what they got. Christian Zaragoza and Vanessa Marlowe were participants in the popular game show Let's Make a Deal, and they were able to capture the grand prize, a week-long stay at the Taino Beach Resort here on Grand Bahama. Our news team was able to catch up with the lucky winners at the resort.
It was awesome. When I found out I found a trip, that's the first thing we like, okay, that's awesome. That's what we want to do.
It's time for Let's Make a Deal. Now here's TV's big dealer, Wayne Let's Make a Deal.
Really nice, and so far the resort, the people are really nice. They've always welcomed everybody that works here, anything like that. They have welcomed us really, really happily and everything like that. We don't usually get that where we're from. It's a lot different, and it's just beautiful here. It's really nice, you know. So the first thing that we did was
the bonfire.
The bonfire that they have here. Oh my God, that was
it was so much fun.
Yeah.
We did a limbo. He was dancing.
I made a fool of myself,
yes,
but it was okay. It was okay.
It was a song. You do 1 cent, 5 cent, 10 cent, and $1.
Yeah,
yes, yes, he was doing that. He was.
And then we went kayaking after that.
It was a lot of fun. It's a lot of hard work, though. So all my family, all my friends, even people that we don't know, that they should come to the Bahamas. It's a really nice experience, and it's a great place to be.
Also, make sure to try the conch, because the conch is really
conch
good.
fritters.
Yeah.
Yes, I had those the other day. They were delicious.
Really delicious.
Yes.
Now we're happy to know that the winners enjoyed themselves here on Grand Bahama, and we look forward to their return. Stay with us. Sports is up next with Ricardo Liborn.
Hey everybody, welcome to Sports with Ricardo Liborn. Tonight I'm dedicating sports to all the Pittsburgh Steelers fans. They beat my Carolina Panthers like they stole something on Sunday. Guys, that's okay. We'll get you again. The Barco Oilers won the YMCA Commercial Basketball League title, folks, Friday night over there at the YMCA gym. The Oilers took on the Grand Lucayan Warriors in Game 3 of that series, all tied up and won. The Oilers on a roll, defeated the Warriors 64-60 to win this series 2-1. Clemente Martin led all scores at 20 points. Tomasio Dames added 14. DeJohn Wildgoose had 10. For the Warriors, Jamal Hall netted 12 points. Urban Lewis and Jabon Lightburn both with 11 points in this one. And congrats goes out to the Barco Oilers. They are the YMCA Commercial Basketball League champions. Well, the Abaco Softball Association into their playoff round. They played on the weekend, and here we go. The Creative Bulldogs took a 3-1 lead in their series over the DNR Sluggers, recording a 9-0 shutout. Nigel Boodle Jr. was 3 for 4 at the plate, 5 RBIs. William Lefty Weatherford threw a 2-hitter, struck out 10 batters, and Thomas Blanks Kelly was tagged with the loss. The Hopetown Rockers defeated the Simple Solution Sharks 11-4. Urban Knowles was 3 for 4 and tack on 6 ribbies to that. The win goes to Adrian Biff Henschel. He gave up 4 runs on 6 hits and struck out 8 batters. The Sharks' Waddle McIntosh was 3 for 3, 3 RBIs, and a losing cause goes to Shavado Culmer. Simple Solution leads that series 2-1. He'll play again on Tuesday at the Murphytown Park. Now here locally on Grand Bahama in fast pitch play, the Pats Uniform Reds had a good one going, folks. They stopped the Rising Couriers 12-2. Freddie Skipper Corner Shintown got the win, and the loss goes to Laban McIntosh. His fast slow pitch from the weekend. We can tell the Cougars Destroyers defeated the BUT Bulldogs 8-2 in the co-ed affair. Police Crimestoppers 7, the D's Driver 6. Pats Uniform Reds, they bagged the Pelican Barracudas 16-6. West End Blue Marlins over the Junior Grand Crushers 7-0. And on the men's side of things, the Tennessee Eleuthrans, they put away the Police Crimestoppers 10-7. They play tonight. A Rising Couriers Control Chemicals, they play at 7 o'clock. That is a men's fast pitch affair. October 16th is a showdown in New Zealand. Sherman Tank Williams will take on Joseph Parker. He says he's ready to play. My money, though, is on Tank in this one. 3 weeks and counting for Bahamian heavyweight boxer Sherman the Tank Williams when he will enter the ring in October with a showdown with Joseph Parker of New Zealand. The Tank is using his tactics to keep the Parker camp guessing. It's called heart, determination, and faith.
I had a lot of multiple titles. In 2011, I smashed and defeated Evander Holyfield. He quit in the 3rd round. And in 2012, I went to Macau, China, and I took 3 Asian Pacific titles from Chansey Williver. And I think on October 16, we'll be fighting for one of those titles that I used to hold. So I had a lot of crowning moments, a lot of high moments, and most importantly, I just give God, through Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, all the praises. This whole game to me has been more about being mentally and spiritually prepared. So I'm spiritually sound, and I know that all things work for the good of those who please Christ, and I think it's going to be good.
Everywhere in the world Sherman has been, he has fought and promoted the Bahamas that has a wealth of talent. Being in New Zealand is no different.
We have a few young fighters coming up now. We got a tremendous middleweight, we got a tremendous welterweight, and a couple of kids in amateur ranks. And part of what I'm doing, as well as trying to promote the sport of boxing and rugby back in the Bahamas, and motivate a lot of the other young kids to get involved and to be positive.
Tank says, like Ronnie Butler, age is nothing but a number, and October 16th, he's got a number as he steps into the ring with Joe Parker. And also this just coming into us, the S2 golf tournament that was planned for this coming Saturday has now been actually postponed. They will do that March 2015. That's right around the corner. That's a look at sports tonight.